I protect that which matters most.
Hello, folks, wherever you are all over the world. This is That Which Matters Most by me, Seraph GL. And again, folks, this is just what matters most to me. Doesn't have to matter most to you. It's just part of how I think, and I'm trying to convey that to you. That said, what I want to unpack today is a term. It's called cognitive dissonance. The words cognitive dissonance means the state of having inconsistent thoughts, beliefs, or attitudes, especially as relating to behavioral decisions and attitude change. Let me say that again. It's a noun. It's a psychological term, and it's defined as the state of having inconsistent thoughts, beliefs, or attitudes, especially as relating to behavioral decisions and attitude change. What's an example of cognitive dissonance? Well, I have one right here. It says cognitive dissonance refers to a situation involving conflicting attitudes, beliefs, or behaviors. For example, when people smoke, which is a behavior, and they know that smoking causes cancer, which is cognition, they are in a state of cognitive dissonance. Now, I smoke cigars. And a few months ago, back in June, I had a situation where I had a pain in my right side, and it ended up being a blood clot in my lung for no reason. They still don't know why because I'm not a candidate for any kind of blood clots, because I'm not overweight. I don't sit, well, not too long doing nothing. I don't lay down all day doing nothing. So I don't have high blood pressure really. You know, it fluctuates, of course, like everybody's, but overall, I have a relatively normal blood pressure, all of this stuff. And I had a blood clot, so they put me on blood thinners. And I'm still on them. I'm probably going to get off them in January. But the point was, they asked me, do I smoke? I said, well, I smoke an occasional cigar. Well, the doctors told me, what do you call occasional? I said, I don't know, one every 3-4 days in the summer, and then not barely at all in the wintertime because it's cold here in Minnesota. And they said, okay, well, we don't consider that smoking, but you don't want to start smoking cigarettes because it'll kill you. That's basically what he said. People have known this for several years, but there was a time when people didn't know that, or they ignored it. And the madmen, people from Madison Avenue, who created all of the things that we now think we came up with ourselves, but they were brought up for us. They used to talk about smoking like it was, you know, something natural and healthy. But I mean, you know, what are you going to do? It's all about money, folks. It always has been and always will be about money. So with that said, we do things in our personal lives, in our business lives. We do things all the time that we know full well that what we're doing, saying, believing, acting upon goes against who we are, but we do it. And sometimes we use terms like, well, it's only business, it's not personal. Well, that's a movie line, okay? Because everything in business is personal, because you're putting your personal self into it. But when somebody decides they're going to fuck you, they use it's only business, and then they expect you to buy into that. And you do, because you're used to hearing it and you think that's what you should do. Well, that's cognitive dissonance, when you know that you feel a personal way about somebody who allegedly was your friend, or at least a business associate, and they just blatantly fuck you. You know, not like physically, but I mean, they screw you over. And then their excuse for that is, well, it's just business. In other words, you should have expected this fucking. So, I mean, try in your best to look into life from a standpoint of, how do I feel about this? And don't fight with your feelings. Your feelings are real, right? Your intuition is real. I had an intuition that a couple of people, one I've known for a year and a half, another person I've known for a few months, but the person I've known for a couple of months, maybe not even that long, we decided to put a business together. And I was going to sell it and he was going to do it. And I took it to one of my business partners that I've known for over a year. Now, I've known and worked intimately with this guy for over a year. And when I put that together, he went to the other guy, the new guy, and said, if I'm going to invest time in this, this is what I need, but I also don't want him, meaning me, to be in a controlling position and an equal share of partners. Now, why would he do that? No matter what his excuse is, he fucked me. And I felt it 2 days before we had the meeting. I said, this just doesn't feel right. Something about this is going to smell and I can feel it. And I should have jumped on it then, but I didn't. Because here's what I know. The universe has a funny way of correcting itself. And that's all I'm saying on that. But I felt the fuck coming. And I ignored it. That was an example of cognitive dissonance. People do it all the time. So, I mean, just get ready, folks, because the world right now is in a place where all the propaganda and the memes and trying to force us to be like this and all of that and trying to make people sound like the country is divided. Well, divided means 50-50, right? That's not the case. Crazy ass people who think they're going to go create some civil war. It ain't enough of them to start shit. It's enough cops in every one of those little small towns to shut that little bullshit down before it even kicks off. Now, will there be some stupidity? Yeah, there's always stupidity in this country. And most of it is caused by so-called white nationalist nonsense. But, again, don't let what you see in the outward world determine how you deal in your internal world, because your internal world creates your outside world. And that's all I'm going to say on that. I hope you guys have a good day, wherever you are, what time of the day it is. Make it a good day, because you don't get but one shot at this moment. Use it well. This is Seraph GL, and that is that which matters most. Peace.
I protect that which matters most.